Hey, everyone. Darren Kidd here. Listen, today we're going to talk about the next big thing, how to spot it and recognize the next big thing and use that to skyrocket your business. So do me a favor as you join, whether you're watching live or on replay, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what province in Canada, and we'll get started here shortly. And by the way, I am using StreamYard. Okay, I'm going to put my link on the screen, streamyard.com/DK. That is my affiliate link. And if you want to get a discount, get a free trial, go ahead and go to that link. But this is allowing me to broadcast on multiple platforms at one time, which makes it very convenient. And so, if you're out there doing live video, this is a phenomenal platform. Definitely encourage you to go check it out and take it for a free trial. Now, let me do this. We're going to go ahead and get started. Again, let me just say, hey, Lisa, great to see you from Rochester, New York. And I'm excited as I was going through looking at the different things today. So what I'm going to talk about is how to recognize the big thing. I'm going to talk about some people that did it wrong. I'm going to talk about some people that did it right. I'm going to tell you about something that I'm very excited about, the next big thing. At the very end, and so for those of you that have been following me for a long time, I don't really talk about that a lot. And but I found something that I am very excited about. And what's crazy is a few months ago, if you would have told me that I would be really excited about what I will mention to you, I'd have said, nah, you've probably lost your mind. So I'll give you that shortly. If you know of someone that you think will get value from this, make sure you let them know in the comments. Make sure whatever platform you're on, LinkedIn, Twitter, or now X, YouTube, Facebook, make sure to like, subscribe, because when you do that, and also when you engage with me, what that does, it pushes it out to more people. And that allows us to impact more people. And with things that are going on in the world today, we definitely need that positive impact. And recently, I've been hanging around multiple people. It's pretty crazy that when you get out of your normal environment, and you get into a different environment, it can be very intimidating. It can be uncomfortable, but that's exactly where you want to be. And so lately I've been around multiple people that have multiple billion-dollar businesses. So every now and then during my life, I've been around somebody that had a billion-dollar business or had done billions of dollars, but I've never been around a group of people where there's multiple people in that circle that have done billions and are currently doing billions. So what that's done, it's opened me up to a whole nother level of thinking, possibilities. I'm dreaming bigger. I'm talking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. And so what I want to do with you today is I want to share some of that information with you. And it may only take one thing to help you, like a light bulb moment or something really resonate with you that can help you skyrocket your business to the next level, help you think about that next big thing. So if that sounds good, let me know. Lisa, if you could do me a favor and just let me know. We've been having a little bit of internet issues. Just let me know you can still hear me okay, but I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Friend of mine, okay, Tony Swantek. He's been a great friend of mine for a long time. He said that he had a billionaire mentor of him that mentored him that told him this. He goes, listen, when it comes to business, there's three important things to remember. If you can be in the right place at the right time, that's huge. But then you have to recognize you're in the right place at the right time. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. So you have to be in the right place at the right time, recognize you're in the right place at the right time. How many of us have ever been in the right place at the right time? Let me know. But you didn't realize you were in the right place at the right time until later, and it was too late. You missed that window of opportunity. So not only do you have to be in the right place at the right time, you have to recognize you're in the right place at the right time. And then you have to take a massive action. You have to execute. You have to do it now. You can't hesitate. You can't wait till you feel like you're ready. You can't wait till you feel like things are perfect. So those three things: be in the right place at the right time, recognize that you're in the right place at the right time. But if you are in the right place, you realize you're in the right place at the right time, but you don't do anything, then nothing is going to happen. So I would rather take imperfect action and just go for it than wait till you feel like you're ready, wait till you feel like things are perfect, because that's never going to happen. Amen or amen, right? All right, Lisa says, I'm here. Let's go. Some of these things you've heard before, some you have not heard before. So I'm just going to tell you that right now, Lisa. Sometimes there's a bigger T than the T in talent. It's the T in timing. Not all the time. Now, if you can be in the right place, the right time, and you've been working on you, your skills, your personal development, all of those things, that all it's going to do is catapult you to the next level a lot faster. Because one of the things that I've seen and experienced as I work with entrepreneurs all over the world is the fact that sometimes when their success level exceeds their personal development, their leadership level, they will self-sabotage and come right back down. So it's important to continue to work on you, and you grow with your income, because your income will always come back down to where you are. And there is a gap. There's a time where you're working on yourself and you're frustrated. You're going, why am I working so hard? I see people that I don't think have the talent or the skills or the abilities that I do, but yet it looks like they're just crushing life and crushing business. There's always a gap. And so what happens, we have to focus on progress, not perfection. And it's key to do that. When it comes to recognizing the next big thing, there was a German philosopher that said this: opportunities go through 3 phases: ridiculed, violently opposed, and then self-evident. But only 3% get involved in the first 2 most profitable phases, which is ridiculed and violently opposed. How many of you have heard of the Ring camera? How many of you have a Ring camera? Well, in 2013, that's when they went on Shark Tank. So let me ask you this. If you put yourself in this person's shoes and you went on Shark Tank and you believed in your business, you believed in your opportunity, and every one of the sharks, no one believed in you or your opportunity, and all he wanted was a 10% stake for only $700,000. Well, it's easy to look down and go, wait, but that was a no-brainer. No. Vision is seeing it before the masses see it. Ridiculed, opposed, then self-evident, but only 3% get involved in the first 2 most profitable phases, which is ridiculed and opposed. So if you look at Ring Camera, 2013, they did $200,000. $200,000. Looks like the sharks were right. Not a good investment. 14, $2 million. 2015, $13 million. 85 million, 235 million. 2018, they did 815 million. 2019, 1.1 billion. 2020, 1.5 billion. 2021, 1.8 billion. And in 2023, $2.1 billion. So do you believe in what you're doing enough to where no matter what anyone says, you're passionate about pushing forward, knowing you're in the right place at the right time, recognizing you're in the right place at the right time, and then taking AOMA, AOMA, all out massive activity. Now, it's important to continue to think outside the box. If you're not looking at upcoming trends and shifts and the next big thing, then you could end up with some of the examples I'm going to share with you here in just a second. So it's important to continue to be open-minded. We've all heard, you probably have heard, that your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. And if you keep thinking the same way, speaking the same way, acting the same way, you're going to get pretty much the same results. In your business, if you go, hey, look, one of the biggest downfalls I have seen and experienced in business is being around people going, well, we've always done it like that. Why would we change it? You want to stay ahead of your competition. You want to stay innovative and continue to look for ways to grow and serve your customer base, serve your clients in a better way. You want to make sure that you're relevant in the marketplace. You want to make sure that you're looking at customer insights to where you can always see like what is resonating, what's working, what's not working, how can we do it better? And it's important to ask those questions when you're going through these type of exercises in your business. Strategic partnerships. In my opinion, collaboration is the new currency. Collaboration is the new currency. One of my gifts is connecting people. There's a lot of gifts that I don't have. We all have different gifts, but I love connecting people. I've gotten into where it's just a habit. It's who I am. When I meet someone, I'm immediately thinking inside my mind, it's not even conscious, it's subconscious. How can I help this person? How can I support this person? How can I add value to this person? So when you're asking the right questions get good answers. The quality of our life is determined by the quality of questions that we ask ourselves. So when you're constantly asking, what is the next big thing? How can I serve my customers better? How can I make a better impact? How can I differentiate myself from other people in the marketplace so I stand out from all my competitors? Then you start to get creative and you start to think outside the box. And then on and on and on. But let's talk about some examples that did it right. Steve Jobs, back in Apple, right? When he first came out with the iPhone, they looked at it as a toy. And we know it changed everything. Then they had the App Store, changed everything. If you look at Elon Musk, the guy started PayPal. And not only did he sell PayPal, but then he went out and started Tesla. People are like, that's not going to work, an electric car. It's like the number one selling car, I believe, in the world, last time I checked. SpaceX, he's disrupting the space industry. And so he continues to innovate, think outside the box, do things that other people aren't doing, and he's impacting the world doing that. Jeff Bezos, he transformed the retail industry by launching Amazon. At first, it was a bookstore. Now it's an everything store. And the great thing about Amazon is they don't fight you to spend your money. They make it very easy for you to have a couple clicks and it's on the way to your place. I was talking to a friend of mine in Florida last week. And man, like where I live in the country, it's not same day. You can come the next day, but they have like same day service from Amazon. So they make it really easy and convenient to take your money. If you look at Netflix, or initially as a DVD rental service, but they started anticipating digital streaming. And so what they did was they started a streaming platform. They went to Blockbuster, but what did Blockbuster do? They go, no, we've always done it this way. Why would we want to get rid of late fees when that's where we make a lot of profit? They wanted to sell to Blockbuster for $50 million. And now Blockbuster doesn't exist and Netflix dominates. If you look at Spotify, Spotify, they recognize the trends in music and digital downloads. And so they disrupted the music industry by offering a legal streaming service with a huge library. Now people can access and pay for music, and it's a sustainable revenue for artists. If you look at Airbnb, think through these things. If I came to you and I said, listen, we're going to go out and we're going to beat all the hotels. We're going to dominate. And you go, well, man, what are we going to do? We're going to put up new hotels that are better and cheaper? No. We're going to be the number one hotel, service or hotel chain, but we're not going to own any hotels. We're going to use other people's homes. The number one taxi service in the world owns no taxis, Uber. The number one dining platform, largest dining company, owns no restaurants, DoorDash. So those people had to think outside the box. Can you imagine being the first person that was pitching Uber and you're sitting here going, hey, you know what? We're going to encourage people to do exactly what their parents told them never to do, which is go get in a total stranger's car. And then we're going to encourage people to drive their own cars. Right? How crazy is that, right? And we need them to do a three-way call. I'm sorry, not three-way call. Sorry, Philip, I saw it took me out there. And he goes, and we're going to get them to get strangers in their car. So you got to think outside the box and think about, be innovative. Think about the next big thing, all right? So companies that missed it, we talked about Blockbuster, Kodak. I remember there used to be a store right here in our local mall. And what did they do? They were a powerhouse in the photography industry, but they did not adapt to digital photography. And so they missed that. If you look at Sears, they were America's largest retailer, but under the leadership that they have, they merged with Kmart, and they did not invest in store upgrades. They didn't have an effective online strategy. They didn't focus on cost cutting. And what happened was they filed for bankruptcy in 2018. If you look at Yahoo, under the leadership of Terry Semel, however you say the name, they missed several opportunities to lead in the search engine and social media spaces. They passed on buying Google. They passed on buying Facebook, right? They failed to see the significance of social media and search. And then you look at Nokia, you look at there's so many different examples if you just Google. So what do you do? Then I'll tell you something I'm excited about, just how me thinking outside the box, being around people that I was looking up to and respecting, that it led me to something I had no idea that I was going to be excited about. So how do you stay up to date and ahead of the trends? You got to stay informed on industry news. You got to leverage data analytics. And by the way, I just asked ChatGPT, what are some of the things you can do? They talk about engage with your customers. A lot of your new ideas just come, hey, asking your current customers, what can we do better? How can we serve you more? What's missing? What would you like to see us add? Invest in technology. Technology is growing extremely fast. You can network and collaborate. Where I am having explosive growth in my business life right now is I'm collaborating with people like never before. I'm in circles of people that are doing billions. I'm in circles of people that think so much bigger than anyone I've ever been around in my life. And what do I believe? I believe the next 12 months, I will probably, God willing, do more than I've done if you multiplied what I've done in my life by 100 times because of collaboration, because of being in different circles, changing my environment, being open, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. It's taken me to the next level. Foster a culture of innovation and then monitor cross-industry trends. So does any of that, Kodak was in your backyard, Lisa? All right, so does any of that resonate with you? And then I'm going to tell you something I'm excited about. And what's crazy is several months ago, I didn't know anything about it. And so one of the billionaires I was hanging out with said, listen, I'm going to fly to meet with the number one level 1 blockchain guy in the world. We're working on some blockchain projects and we're going to talk about nodes. And I told him, I'm like, look, I don't even know what a node is. But if you're telling me to jump in your private jet and you're doing billions to fly to meet with one of the top guys in the world with blockchain that's made billions and to learn about some new innovative projects, I'm in to learn. I'm in to network. I'm in to collaborate, talk about what's going on. And so I sat in that room and it was intimidating. They were talking about things that were way above my head with blockchain and nodes and decentralizing, companies and all of these different things. But what happened is I go, you know what? A mind only works if it's open like a parachute. And the same thinking that got me to where I am is not the same thinking that gets me to the next level. I've been around people that think in millions. These people are thinking billions. And I just started researching. And every day I started researching blockchain, crypto. And by the way, if you've got a message from me about Bitcoin, that is not me. I'm not messaging people about stuff. But people are hacking accounts. They're blocking me so I can't see that account. And they're messaging my friends, asking them to invest money. That is not me. Right? So just so you know. But I started researching blockchain, crypto, and I was like, man, blockchain is growing faster than the internet in 1996. There's so many advantages of companies that are decentralizing and they're going on the blockchain and you can't fake the blockchain. And I started learning about all these different projects to the point now I've gone all in, right? I'm excited, right? I'm a part of, we're getting ready to launch a whole new program on the blockchain that I will be coming to you and giving you a heads up here really soon. And it's going to be pretty fascinating. So with all of that, my goal today was to come on here, just spend a few minutes with you to encourage you to think differently, to encourage you to think bigger, think outside the box, to encourage you to get around different people. If you're around the same people all the time, you're going to think the same way. So get comfortable at being uncomfortable. When I was in a room where multiple people have private jets, multiple people have done billions, and I'm not talking billions in 20 years. I was in a room with people that had done billions in the last 2 to 5 years, and there's several of them. And at first, I felt like I didn't deserve to be in that room. I've never done billions yet. Okay. Notice my language, yet. But when I got around those people, and all of a sudden I go, you know what? They're thinking like, if they can do it, I can do it. These are humans just like I am. They make mistakes like I do. Wow. They have failed a lot. Actually, they failed more than me, but they fell forward and they learn, and they're not afraid to take chances. And they're thinking so much bigger. And so what happened was you catch what you're close to. It made me start thinking outside the box. It made me start thinking bigger. It made me start speaking differently. It made me start wanting to grow faster. And all of those things started to come together over the last few months. And I'm going to tell you, let's watch what happens the next 6 to 12 to 18 months with these different projects, because it's really exciting. So hopefully that inspires you to go out. Hey, LaShonda, great to see you. And let's see who else we got on here. So listen, remember, if you got somebody you think this would encourage, this would inspire, this would motivate, make sure you tag, share something with them. And I'm definitely going to be ramping up my social media with a lot of information, with, more things about, more content about stuff like this, because they don't teach us in school. Think about it. If we had a class in school, how to recognize the next big thing, how to recognize the next big trend and position yourself in front of it, we would all do that. But they don't have that class. But when you start hanging around people that have the lifestyle, have the impact that you want to have, you can learn those things pretty quickly. And you will find out it's not like it's drastic things that are so different that we can't do them. Of course you can do them, but they're doing them on a daily basis. They're doing them a little bit longer, a little bit better. They're failing forward. They're making sure they're very careful who they associate with. They're very careful who takes their energy. They have the same 24 hours that we have in our day, and it makes a huge, huge difference. So I hope you have a blessed day, an amazing week. Let's go out and make 2024 a year to remember. And as always, I appreciate your support, appreciate you watching the trainings, and can't wait to deliver a lot more to you very soon. Take care.